Hey everybody. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you. But before we start everything, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to Jiu-Jitsu Radio sponsors, Choke Aloha, for being so supportive, even during my big break in the last couple of weeks. I'll let you guys know what happened. But if you guys go to chokealoha.com and use the promo code Jiu-Jitsu Radio, you'll get 10% off some sick gear, apparel. They got a cool new hoodie. I'm waiting for some new stuff to come in from Choke Aloha. But don't wait up because stuff actually sells out pretty quick on the website. And they don't often put out or reissue some of the apparel. So don't wait. Hurry up and go get it. Buy yourself a little Christmas present. Use the promo code Jiu-Jitsu Radio. Also, I want to give a big shout out to another sponsor, Jiu-Jitsu Soap Company. Use the promo code JJRadio. You'll get 10% off some cool soaps so you can smell sexy when you train and after you train. They also have some liquid soap out now. I actually just put in an order for a cool hat with a leather patch on there that says Jiu-Jitsu Soap Company. You guys should check it out because it's actually pretty cool. They do have some cool shirts as well, but the soap is fucking amazing. I've pretty much been using it ever since I found it. I haven't bought any other type of soaps as far as my sexy body soaps. Shampoo is a different thing. We got to get some Jiu-Jitsu soap shampoo. That'd actually be kind of cool. But we'll see. Either way, go to the Jiu-Jitsu Soap Company website and use the promo code JJRadio. That's the letters JJ. Radio. Get 10% off on your order. Get it now. I don't know if you'll get it in time for Thanksgiving if you order it now, but you'll definitely get it in time for Christmas. Get your order in now for you or for anyone in your family who's into grappling sports or any other kind of sport. Honestly, it's actually pretty good. It feels amazing on my skin. And I kind of feel like I want to take another shower just because I got new bars of soap that I'm waiting on. I got a cool mango one coming. Can't wait for that. I do love me some mango. And I also want to give a big shout out to our other sponsors, EXO Audio. Go to exoaudio.net. That's exoaudio.net. Use the promo code JJR10 and get 10% off some awesome audio gear, including some in-ear buds that I have been using nonstop. Anytime I go to the beach to run, or I've been running a lot more lately, awesome. It doesn't completely negate like the sound, so you're not gonna get run over, but it covers up the sound so well of external sound, and you'll still be able to hear outside noises in case of an emergency. But the audio quality is awesome. It's all wireless, Bluetooth. Just stick them in your ear, hold down the buttons, and it'll automatically connect to your phone. Can't get any better than that. And the little case that it comes in is the charger for it. Makes it so convenient. It's super sexy, actually. And then even if you have an old pair of Beats audio that you love, but they're not wireless, you got the ones that had to have a cable plugged into, they got an adapter that'll turn your Beats audio into a wireless headset of Beats headphones. So check them out. exoaudio.net, promo code JJR10, get 10% off. They also have some cool battery packs and stuff like that for your cell phone that has been saving my ass consistently for the past few weeks. I definitely suggest you guys pick them up. Get yourself something for Christmas off of that website as well. Now, I know it's been a while, and I apologize. It's been an insane few weeks. I can't even begin to tell you guys all the craziness that has been going on. Unfortunately, I didn't get to compete at the Miami Open. Good and bad reasons. I ended up just getting so much work in from different companies that wanted me to shoot videos or photos for. Then I was also working with Linton Vassell, preparing for his Bellator fight. I've been doing a lot of working, man, and traveling and running around like crazy, and it's been a lot of fun. And I got some more projects coming along the way, but Things are kind of finally quieting down a little bit. Still got a lot of work to do, but it's not as hectic. I was pretty much going 7 days a week, maybe like 4 or 5 hours a night. This past weekend was Titan FC 46, and if you were watching on Fight Pass, you would have seen me running around like a madman. And an awesome set of fights, man. Shorty Torres defended his bantamweight belt against Gleedson De Jesus. Funny enough, I knew Gleedson from when he was like a little kid when we trained capoeira. It was a good night of fights, man. Let's see what other stuff. I finished up a photo shoot with Gilbert Burns for Booster last week. Also got a chance to work with one of my favorite people in the world, a good friend of mine, Jazari Matuda. We did a photo shoot and a little bit of a video shoot for Virus Apparel. And they have some awesome training gear, so definitely check them out. They're pretty cool. So shout out to Virus Apparel. I had a blast working with them, and as always, I have a blast working with Jazari. She is one of the nicest people you'll ever meet. One of the funniest to be around, just because there's just no way of getting her to make a serious face whenever we're taking photos or doing video. And the photos came out awesome. Can't wait for everybody to see them all. It was actually a lot of fun. We did a shootout on Deerfield Beach. Unfortunately, Cattell couldn't come out and join us. He had just come back from, I think he was like on the road for like 2.5 weeks or something like that. Between Joanna Jędrzejczyk's fight and going to China and all this other stuff. It's always fun to have Cattell out there too. We always have a good time taking photos and stuff like that. And then we did another part of the shoot for Virus at American Top Team. And funny enough, I've been in American Top Team on and off a lot the last couple of weeks, just working, just taking photos, you know. And it's cool because I have a lot of friends that train there. I'm friends with a lot of the coaches, and they're always super cool letting me in there. And then I've also been, most of the time, you'll see me at Hard Knocks 365 taking photos of Henry Hooft and Luke Rockhold and everybody else. It's always fun to be in there and hearing all the guys shit talking, including Herbert Burns and Gilbert Burns and guys like Danny Roberts and Kamaru, especially MJ, Michael Johnson, constantly with the shit talking. He's fucking hilarious. I also got to try and get Andre Sukumtat on this podcast and maybe Soriano. They love to talk shit, and they're some of the funniest people to hang out with. So we'll see. Hopefully I can get it going. Now that it's the holidays, things kind of quiet down for me. I still have a couple of cool photo shoots coming up. I have some awesome photo shoots for Tatami Fightwear with Gilbert Burns and Hobson Mora. So that'll be fun. I literally got today 2 giant boxes stuffed with apparel from Tatami, and I wish it was for me. I definitely wish it was for me because it's a lot of cool gear, but alas, it is not. But it's still cool. The only downside is I walked to the front office of my apartment complex to go pick it up, thinking that, you know, I didn't even know technically that I had the packages in. I had to go into the office to ask for something from the front office lady, and then I see the boxes there. I'm like, hey, I think those giant tatami boxes are for me. And I had to walk back to my apartment with these 40-pound boxes each. That was fun. That's a nice little workout for the day. But it's cool. Can't wait. Should be fun. This podcast, or this episode, is with my good friend Gilbert Burns. I haven't had a chance to talk to Gilbert really in depth as much since the last time he was on the podcast. If you guys have been paying attention, Gilbert went on to have a highlight reel knockout at UFC, was it Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, something like that, up north. It was the week after we got hit by the hurricane. The downside of this podcast is I had a little bit of a technical issue. We started recording the podcast, and next thing you know, everything froze up, stopped, nothing got saved, so we had to start over again. With that being said, it stinks because we had an awesome conversation covering all sorts of things, from how his weight cut went and, his mental attitude towards, the decision he made about leaving during the hurricane or right before the hurricane and staying up there for an extra week before the fight and stuff like that. Lost it all. It's all out in the ether, but, did what we could to salvage the podcast as much as I could. Now, the thing with this podcast, we did it at Gilbert's house, which is fun because I always like hanging out with Bruna and Gilbert. But they do have kids, and the kids definitely run around, so you'll hear a lot of noise in the background and stuff like that. It's I'm at my friend's house just having a podcast, and I had a blast. Not to mention tons of snacks because Bruna is such a good host that she laid out, banana chips and mixed nuts and some beet bread and a cheeseburger with beet bread that was technically for me, but Gilbert decided to eat them all, which is fine because he's preparing for a submission underground match with Jake Shield, which is definitely something we're going to be talking about in the next podcast when he comes back from that matchup. With that being said, again, if you have any issues with the audio, I apologize. It stinks that I missed everything from the first run around through the podcast. But again, this is just me working with the equipment that I have. I'm hoping, maybe thinking about doing a GoFundMe for people to donate some cash if they want to so I can get better equipment and kind of set up a little podcast studio in the house. For now, I'm just working on setting everything up myself. And I'm still having a blast, man. I've just been running around like crazy, and hopefully I can get this podcast running more. I have a lot of people that I want to get onto this podcast if, all things considered, schedule-wise, that they all pan out. And equipment-wise, evidently, if it fucking pans out. But with that being said, here is Bruna Burns and Gilbert Burns on this episode of Jiu-Jitsu Radio. Have a seat. All right, we're going to do this one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jiu-Jitsu Radio. Today, I'm at the Casa de Burns here with Brazilian national champion, Bruna Burns. 3 times, what is it, 24 times or 25 times? First of all, thank you for the setup of the snacks. And good thing it's an audio podcast and not a video podcast. That's not good for the kids. I'm usually the one getting in trouble. Hello, Bruna. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
You're the last Burns to get onto the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, everybody else jumped on my podcast, and you just decided not to.
Yeah, I don't like a lot of media, so...
What do you mean you don't like a lot of media?
Just
She loves the media. Did they interview you when you went for the UFC fight? Did they interview you at all?
Not yet.
Really? Why not?
Maybe because he's not co-main event.
Here, get into the...
Maybe because Gilbert's not co-main event or main event.
But they still, covered you guys. The people interviewed everybody.
No, they don't. Maybe they don't like me.
You do look like you're super mean, to new people. You're like the angry face.
No, I'm not. I'm super nice.
No, you're super nice. I'm not saying you're not nice. I'm just saying you look like you want to beat most of the people up.
I don't know, because I'm not a smile for everyone. I should do, but I don't.
No, you don't have to smile for everyone. I don't smile for everyone. There's a lot of people I don't like. I let them know.
Yeah, but you just smile and then...
So you're getting ready to go to teach?
Yes, I will. I will teach the kids class. Okay, so if somebody's close to Lantana, Lakeshore, Boynton Beach, bring your kids to self-defense.
By the way, Bruna teaches at Combat Club in Lantana, Florida. Yeah, you got to let them know where you teach.
Yeah, I teach in Combat Club. So bring your kids. They're going to have fun. You're not going to suffer bullying at school.
The only bullying from Bruna if you're late.
No, I'm super nice.
Not if they're late.
nice teacher.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Let me ask you though, because we were talking about it before. So you started jiu-jitsu in 2002,
Yes.
and you got your black belt in 10 years.
Yeah, I got my black belt in 2012.
But who was your teacher? Like, who was your main
Cesar
professor?
Guimarães.
Casquinha.
Gasquinha?
Casquinha. Yeah.
You know what casquinha means, huh?
No, wasn't there like
It's a
skin?
cone.
Oh,
know that
oh
cone?
yeah, the like a pine.
Waffle
Ice cream
cone?
Yeah.
Ice cream cone.
That's an ice cream cone. His nickname is Ice Cream Cone. Not that I can even talk trash because the guy beat me up. Where does he get that?
You don't.
Yeah, ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Just because he likes ice
How we
cream?
call the ice cream cone?
Ice cream cone, like a
Oh
waffle
no,
cone.
because so
cone?
he
A waffle cone?
yeah
Yeah,
waffle
waffle
cone.
cone.
Because he did a judo. He
Mm-hmm.
was pretty good judo. So and he was big.
That guy who has
The
small,
up body,
small
he's
hips,
big.
You know?
Oh, so he's like wide shoulders?
Yes, wide shoulder and then skin legs.
That's even better than just eating a lot of ice cream.
Yeah. So
He ended
they
up
call
eating
him
a lot of ice
casquinha.
cream because he's so fat right now.
And now he's like
His-
he's not casquinha anymore. He's
Kind of
a
like he's
big.
that size, 300 pounds. Bro.
now he's just more like a sundae.
No, he's more like,
He's just an ice cream sundae now.
Now he thinks he comes.
no.
At a time, run.
Oh, he's one of those coaches that just sits like.
Yes.
Here, put your feet right here. No, damn guy. Here.
You know what's funny? My
Stand up, run, sprawl, go.
my grandpa was huge. He was a big fat guy, but he was the swimming coach and he was the rugby coach. So my dad was on the swim team and on the rugby team, like when he was a kid. But my grandpa was huge, most flexible fat guy you've ever seen. Like yeah, like he came here. They like came here for like a couple of months. This was like 1999, 2000, right? So he started to train me. He would take me to the gym and make me lift and stuff like that and whatever. I didn't do that much sports, but he would like drill me like crazy. And then he's like, "Oh, you have to be more flexible." I was like, "What do you know about flexibility?" I watched this fat 300-pound man bend down and put his hand under his own foot. Like that's how flexible he was. I'm like, "Oh, that's just gross." No. Like if his foot was flat on the floor, he reached over and went. I'm like, okay, I guess I gotta actually listen to this guy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, but he was
Get
like,
close to the mic.
he was close to the
You gotta
Carson
give her-
Grace.
You gotta give her those media tips now. He's the pro. There you go. Whoa, easy.
Nice and tall. Yes.
There you
So
go.
he
There we go.
he was a close friend from Carson Gracie. So he was the same group as
Better now.
Yeah, it's good.
The mic.
Coach.
yeah, so he was close friend to Carson Gracie and then all the crazy guys. So he was like really good fighter on streets. So
Do you still talk to him?
sometimes just when I go visit Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't look
because-
too happy there. She says that like, no, really.
Oh yeah, no, I don't have any problems with him, but we fight a lot, like we
No, really?
argue a lot. Yes, because he's kind of so we don't like when you go to the gym, so it's everything is dirty, like couple things like that, so organized.
Right.
So I don't like and he doesn't care.
Right.
He would just like go and porrada.
Uh-huh.
Like go and fight and that's it. He doesn't care about cleaning, about organize. So that's why you have like a lot
So-
of argue.
But was he like your coach all the way through like white to black?
No, when I was a kid,
Uh-huh.
so I have three different codes, three different structures.
Professors.
Yeah, I have three different.
Don't listen to him. Don't worry.
Okay, so I have three different codes. So they leave the gym. So he was like my main coach since I was blue belt. So I really learned jiu-jitsu until like my purple belt, and after that I didn't have a coach. I didn't have somebody to teach me.
Right.
So I had like just 5 or somebody come to another gym, and then they show me like techniques. So it was kind of hard because it's just go and fight.
Right.
But you have to, somebody tells you like what you're doing wrong. If you're a black belt, if you're a white belt, doesn't matter. You're not perfect, so everything's like something you're missing something. You know, like you
Yeah.
can be like world champion, but like, oh, he swept me, so you did something wrong because he swept you. So you have somebody to tell you what you did wrong.
And just like fill that gap.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh, okay, go and fight. So I like,
But did you compete a lot?
yes. Oh yeah, pretty much when I'm more teenager, and then more when I was like around 18 until 20s.
Right.
Yeah, so I compete a lot, like almost every weekend. So, but I compete a lot. I compete grappling, I compete nogi, judo, I compete Muay Thai.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. People don't know that you did like
MMA
striking
amateur.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw like a photo of it the other day. You posted it up there.
Oh yeah. But it was like 10 years ago, so when I was 18.
Yeah.
So
So did you?
if I had like, if the MMA for woman, so it's the same time what I did it, so like I'm sure I'm gonna be pretty good, but now I'm a mom, so I have 2 kids.
There's a bunch of mom MMA fighters.
No, like with small kids. I just know one, like in the good level, just Alex Davis.
Yeah.
So she's the only like new mom. But the other mom's like Michelle Watterson. So
Yeah.
her daughter, she's 6, you know. So
Like, I think what's her face, the Australian girl, Beck Rawlings, right?
but she's crazy. I don't think she take care of her kids, you know.
Yeah, she's got a whole bunch of other
Yes.
drama.
So she had 3 kids, I think. But she's in the UFC, but she not like the
She's
good
top 10.
high level. Yeah,
Yeah.
so she not top 10, you know. So
So let me ask you though, do you think that experience for you makes it easier to deal with like Gilbert's like fighting life?
oh yeah.
Because I mean, not many people can handle that, and there's a lot of fighters that have to deal with like the crazy wife that's like, it's either fighting or me, or you can't have that. You need to be here, kind of thing.
Oh yeah. I think because I experienced before before he start, I did, you know. So I know I didn't a lot, but I
But
did
you did
couple-
enough to
yeah.
understand it.
So I think it's good, but at the same time it's not good, you know.
Why?
So it's good because I know like all the backstage, so I can help him know about diet, about training. But sometimes it's not good because we argue a lot, you know, like, oh, you
Right.
should have did that, and it's like, oh no, but you don't understand.
Like you would approach it completely different than how he approaches it.
Sometimes, yeah, like, how to say, sometimes I say something, but I'm not saying the right way, and then he get mad, you know, like, I think you should do that, and it's like, what are you saying?
Right.
I was trying to do, and then like, no, you don't, you know, so you gotta go like
Well,
that.
that's just like the small little arguments. You guys aren't
Oh,
like
yeah.
fighting kind of thing.
No,
Because that's just funny. Like, for like the amount of time that I've known you guys, like I've never ever seen you guys like argue or like really butt heads. Like I've seen like couples like sit there and actually like argue. You guys are just funny, like just.
Yeah, because like I think if not like a big thing, you know, like to argue, so we don't. So or I just shut up, or he just shut up. You know, like sometimes we're a bad day, sometimes we're a good day. So we kind of have a balance. You know, like
Yeah.
I think we never had like the both bad days.
Yeah. Don't jinx it.
You're-
Don't jinx it.
So I think that's why it's like it's easy for us. You know, we do the same thing, so we do the same sport. So I think that's helped a lot.
Yeah, because a lot of people couldn't handle that. The fact that, I mean, if you think about it, you guys spend more time at the gym than you do at home.
Yeah, but I think because like we respect. He respect my space, and then I respect his space. You know.
Yeah.
Like because we are both black belt, but he's the main coach, you know, like if he say something for, oh Bruna, and I think you're doing this wrong, so okay, you know, I have to agree because he's the main coach. So, and then sometimes I'm teaching, and then couple kids do something, then he thinks like the kids couldn't do more, but I say no, they couldn't, because I'm like with the kids like the whole
More
day,
time,
you know,
right?
And they say no, he cannot do it, so he agrees, so we don't argue like for things like that. So
You guys
nice.
like trust each other's like decision.
Yeah, I think so.
What?
Just because I was asking her like if her like training from when she was younger like helps dealing with your stuff, because I mean not many people could deal with the lifestyle that you guys have, with like having to train and then travel and do the seminars. Like, was it last year you were gone like for like a month when you
All
were
the
doing
time.
more?
3 weeks.
Yeah,
All the time.
I remember that. Like, I'm like, damn, man, like I haven't seen you in like a month. Where you been?
Brazil.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So yeah, that helps, I think, because she been through, she fights, she trains, she know how to go. So it kind of end up helping me a lot. That she understand, you know. A lot of girls, they don't.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't understand. So she does. Anything they go straight, say, hey, you've been there, you know already. So let me go, relax, you know. I'm the boss here.
No, we never had that conversation.
It's like that was just decided right now. Like, remember that though when you're hungry, and then you want some food.
Oh yeah, he's stealing food. He's like,
I'm not holding.
We-
It's 4:50 by the way, so I don't want to be responsible if you're late
No,
for
no.
class.
so I think the main thing for him is his diet. Because
Oh, I know that part.
sometimes he say,
Everyone
oh,
know
if I'm eating too much, can you tell me? I say, yes, for sure I can tell you.
Everybody's gonna tell you.
And then I tell him, and he's like, oh, I'm not.
She's so gross.
Look, the day that you retire, I think we should make a bet. The day he retires, we need to have a bet of like the weight that he's gonna reach within that first month. Like, yeah, I think you're gonna hit like, wait, how much are you weighing in now?
85 now.
So you're 85. My bet says that within like a month to 2 months after you retire, whenever that is, like years from now,
220?
I'm thinking 210, 215.
But I still like training, bro.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
but
he
I
likes training.
no, I know that. But I'm saying right, but I'm saying that 1 month, 2 months after you retire, you're gonna take a break.
I'm not gonna. When they say retired, I just saw that guy training Sapo. You know that.
Yeah.
He just retired, so he take 3 weeks out. He needs to train. He just guy was just training hard, bro. Yeah, I'm still retired, but I need to train. You know, I can't do. Just,
Yeah.
You know.
Doesn't mean you still can't go up to like 210, 215 and come back down. Huh?
I feel bad when I go too heavy.
Everybody does.
Go to 200 once, bro. That was so bad. Like,
Yeah. No, I remember that.
I don't like.
You look like you got like stung by a bee and you had like an allergic reaction. Because I remember like coming back, like I didn't see you for like 2 weeks. And I saw you, I'm like, oh man, like we're switching from MMA to sumo.
My first loss in Brazil.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Like I wish I could have like documented it more, but it's like I don't want to film this. We got Pedro over here. Pedro, want to
Say
jump on the
hi,
mic?
everybody.
Say hi. Don't
Oh,
do that. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Everybody.
I'm gonna have to like mute that.
Do you like jiu-jitsu?
No. No
Who's
way.
who's a better jiu-jitsu coach, your mom or your dad?
The truth.
I have no idea.
Oh.
Go.
Go. Don't worry, we'll get you later on. The kid's hilarious. We're gonna have to like mark that one part before we blow everybody's ears
So
out.
now with Pedro, you know, like I'm going more easy. Before it was like, oh, you had to train.
Yeah.
But he's kind of kid, so I don't want to pressure him.
But he likes it. I think he likes it. He's just gonna have to like do it on his own.
He likes his friends, you know.
Right.
So he knows, like the thing he knows. He's doing pretty good on bar from the guard,
Yeah.
like Kimura, Americana, but
But he's also like super strong for like
yes,
his age and size. The kid's like
That is,
like daddy.
that is genetic, yeah?
That's funny.
Yeah, but he's like little kid, so when he grows, I think 5, 6, he's gonna be.
I'll be
better.
serious though. This kid has like the best birthday parties.
Oh, yeah.
Like every year, like you've had the best birthday parties out of everyone I know. And I never had a birthday party that good.
See?
Like was it the last one that we did at the park at Lake Ida, and then like I brought in. I remember I felt, I was like, I just brought in like my gift, and then I started seeing everybody else bringing in gifts. I'm like, man, where are you even gonna put all this stuff? There was like half like the Lego aisle from like Toys R Us was sitting on the table, and then like all this other stuff. I'm like, you know what? Like,
Say you don't have toys. I don't have so much.
really? Oh, I'll take them then. If you don't want them, I'll take them. Because there was some cool like Lego stuff. Yeah, he's over
Yeah,
there
but
smiling.
he's kind of like kid. So Rashad came to his birthday,
Uh-huh.
and then he forgot bring he forgot bring his gift, and then he came through. Rashad, where's
Yeah.
my present? And Rashad was like,
Ooh.
I forgot at home.
It's too asking all the time. Hey, where's my present?
Really?
Oh Jesus! And then Rashad left to his wife, and then went to Target,
Just to go get
and
it.
then he bought like
We bought a lot of
a
food.
lot of toys.
Oh, that's the move, huh? That's the move I got to do. Remind me that on my birthday. Where's my present? Where's my present?
Yeah. So like he bought like around 5, 6 toys for him.
Really? That's funny. That's a power
But
move.
guess what?
Huh.
He played one time and then.
Yeah, I know. That's cool. I'll take it. Pedro,
so I
can,
had to go.
Pedro, can I have your toys that you don't use? I'll take your Legos. Oh, man. All right, well, you got to get going to go to class. I'm going to pause it for now so we can get Gilbert rolling in a minute. So we'll be right back.
Bye everybody. See you next time.
All right, and we're back from the break. Bruna had to take off and go to class. And now I'm here with the champ one more time, fresh off his UFC knockout, highlight reel knockout of Jason Saggo, and preparing for the next Submission Underground. What would you say, December 3rd?
December 3rd, Oregon, Portland.
Your favorite cold place?
I don't like that. I like that.
Portland's nice.
Is nice.
Oh, it's nice. And there's always good food there,
Different
too.
level, like nice place. But so far, so cold.
It's super cold, especially now that December 3rd. Oh, man, have fun with that.
Now it's going to be super cold.
I hope you got enough jackets. I hope you have
I do.
enough.
Tata me always hook me up with the bad
Oh, that's true. You have like the new winter stuff. This stuff looks cool. We got to do that photo shoot pretty soon.
Nice stuff.
So, what's the plan? I mean, you came back off the win. You know, we talked about it. I'm not gonna go back into it again, just because we missed it. But what do you have planned? Because now you have a renewed contract with the UFC. So what's next for you?
So I'm waiting for a fight. Just call out that guy Olivier Mercier Albuin. You know that
Yeah,
guy.
it looked like he accepted it, right?
Yeah, he did. He did. He's a Canadian guy. So
He's a good fighter.
good fighter. He was on the national team, Canadian team from judo. So
Yeah.
he's a pretty solid judo. Trains at TriStar. So pretty good grappling, decent stand up. Like I think it's gonna be a great fight.
Yeah, for sure. That one's definitely gonna be like a brawl. I don't think you guys are gonna grapple that much.
I don't think so. And like when I call people, I don't call the guy that I think, I'm gonna easy fight, gonna
Yeah.
kill the guy.
No, you always go for a good
It's
challenge.
gotta be a fight that makes sense, like for the whole different scenario. For me, for the guy, for the company, for the fans, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ask for like like a dumb guy like easy fight, like Sage Northcutt, but
That would be a super easy fight. So, with the whole management change and everything that you did, like, I mean, you had like a super huge turnaround as far as like your career. Now it seems that even though you went through that like little hump of like the tough like on and off whatever with the fights, now things are moving for you like faster than ever because you're working like nonstop. Like, I mean, I see you once like every couple of weeks because you're either like out teaching a seminar or you're out preparing for this match or that match. So, like, what's your like real goal now? Because it looks like you have like a couple of things like shifted.
yes.
Like, what's your real goal?
My real goal is still like I still like I said, I wanna be the champion, but I still gonna go beyond that. It's not only be the champion. It's no, for sure I wanna be the champion. I wanna hold the belt. I wanna be in the Hall of Fame. I wanna get another division belt too. But things go beyond that. It's not just a belt. I think it's all the legacy. Things go farther than just a goal. I have for sure have that goal, and I'm working hard for that. But things go beyond that. As a being like, I just started to teach a combat club like from February,
Yeah,
less than a
like
year.
less than a year.
And then I see like a lot of results from the students. Like in and out of the matches. So the guys there, I help a lot. Like as on the personal side of the life, as a competition. And I see a lot of guys that I help as a coach too, like pro guys like Vicente, McQuaid, a lot of different guys that I can help as well too. So I want to build myself as a champion, but I still want to do a lot of things around, like coaching, helping guys out. Like I still have that thing that I want to make it like a project in Brazil, help people to do the things that I was able to do, go out of the country, compete.
Yeah.
I still want to do a lot of things, but as we talk about fighting, my goal is to get that belt from the UFC on lightweight. But I think to get on that level, I still got to do a lot of things. It's not that I already can consider myself as a champion. I think I got to visualize that. I got to work for that. But I still got to keep my jiu-jitsu sharp. I still got to get better, improve on my wrestling, on my stand-up. So from that little things, from that main goal to be a champion, I still have a lot of small goals, as I keep competing in jiu-jitsu, like most likely super fights, submission on the ground, Polaris, fight to win, that kind of tournament, and not like a big tournament, that you need to do like 6 fights, 5 fights. That takes a lot of energy, a lot of my time as preparation for MMA to focus on jiu-jitsu. So when I do a super fight, I know how the guy is, I know his game. It's kind of little, not easier, but it's kind of easier than get prepared to a tournament.
I mean, you're totally going through a whole different type of camp compared to like if you know that you're gonna have to do at least 4 matches in one night. Like if it was like the EBR rules, because you end up like, okay, you got to train with the possibility of like 20-minute matches and do 4 of them.
And that's not my goal. My goal is to keep my jiu-jitsu on improvement, keep my jiu-jitsu like on the highest level. So as a goal to keep my jiu-jitsu on the highest level, that super fight's the key. So I think submission on the ground, just always hit me up to fight. Che was being like great for me, always a nice guy, like asking me to do good fights. And that challenged me a lot already, and then I'm just focused on that. So right now, I'm focused on submission on the ground. I focus on do my class. I'm focused on improve my stand-up, improve my wrestling, and chasing for a fight. I think the UFC give that fight with that guy Olivier, and I asked for January 27. The UFC fight night is in Charlotte, North Carolina, so close here.
Yeah.
So
what about the Orlando card?
I don't know what happened with the Orlando card.
They canceled it. Well,
because they canceled. They might come back.
Supposedly already did. Supposedly it put back on. Oh, by the way, we're at his house, so the kids are here, and they're all playing video games.
That's it. You did perfect. I don't know.
What are you guys playing?
So he's trying to get Wildcraft. That's it.
Minecraft or Wirecraft?
Wild. He did good, huh?
Oh yeah.
But it's not going. I don't think they have an Android. I don't think just here.
All right, there we go. Had to take a little break.
Yeah, for
take care of the kids. So let me ask you this then: like, what would be your dream super fight for jiu-jitsu? For you, like that would be like that's the one match that you'd want to do because you know that would be like the ultimate match for you.
I have a lot, bro.
I mean, like give me like 3.
Like dream, like
yeah,
nice
like
fight, like
yeah,
guys.
that you know that would be like almost like a staple match in your career.
A couple guys, like the number 3, top 3 would be Marcelo Garcia. Always being a fan for the guy. Let me see another one. And it'll be Kron Grace. Still wanna fight Kron
Get
Grace
that one
again.
back.
Yeah, so we have 1-on-1,
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
battle 3, and I don't know, bro. I want to get my rematch with Gary Tono. You know, he's running for. He don't want to give me.
Well, now he's going into MMA.
They don't. They don't.
Oh, he
Wayne,
wants
Wayne,
the ONE FC fight.
Wayne.
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
No one knows.
Yeah.
So
but-
what happened to these guys? Now we're gonna talk about like Dylan Dennis, Gary Tono. These guys are a joke. They I'm gonna do MMA now. Where's the fight?
And the only one out of all of them
So-
doing it is Mackenzie.
Yeah, so where's the fight? Give him a date. Show me the opponent.
Yeah.
Like, Dylan, how long ago he signed the
But he got
Bellator?
injured, didn't he?
How long ago he signed it, bro?
Don't ask me, man.
No,
you know more
how
than I
long?
do.
Maybe almost a year, almost.
Yeah.
At
Yeah.
least like
Well, Gary was just
at least
recent.
like 8 months at least.
Well, Gary was around the time of Herbert's last fight at ONE FC.
So
So that's what,
4
6
months?
months?
4 or 5 months.
Yeah.
And where's the opponent? No opponent yet. So
Yeah.
this guy's just like with that whole social media growing today, you know, like
Yeah.
that
But I mean,
guy-
it's ONE FC too. ONE FC does a lot of stuff where they like promote certain fights that never happen. They do a lot of
But
stuff.
Dylan is with Bellator, so what happened with that?
No, well, Dylan's got his own problems. Yeah, I think he got injured. That's what I remember hearing. I thought he got injured or something. Like he had to have
So he's
surgery.
all doing the super fights. He was fighting Polaris, then he fought ADCC.
Yeah, but the last match he did was with Gary. Was that Gary Tonin match? Was it EBI? No, it was Polaris. Yeah.
But then he fought ADCC after too.
Did he?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. Who did he fight?
I think he fought ADCC. He lost, but I almost sure he fought.
Well, I remember a bunch of people dropped out of ADCC.
I almost sure he fought.
I had to double check. It's been a lot. There's been like so many matches like lately. I didn't even get to watch like the combat jiu-jitsu like finals like we were talking about. I only got to see the highlights of it
But
too.
finish these guys. Oh, I signed. I'm gonna fight MMA. Where's the fight, bro?
But you know what it is. I bet you that it's one of those things where like they say they're gonna do it and then they like realize how much they have to work on their striking, and it's almost like a CM Punk deal where it's like, let me take a year into just focusing on my striking.
And
Hey, don't look at me, man.
no, so I don't think these guys gonna fight. The thing that I think like they get in that wave, you know, like with the social media, jiu-jitsu.
They say they want to do it.
Oh, I want to do MMA. Yeah, man, come on, bro.
I mean, Mackenzie's in Invicta now. She's on the Invicta card coming up.
Like, yeah, no, she's fighting. She's
Yeah.
been fighting. We cannot talk nothing about her, but respect her a lot. She's
Yeah, for
always
sure.
fighting. Then she competition with the gi comes, she pops in. No gi comes, she goes. You know, she like a lot of respect from Mackenzie. But
Did Bushisha say he was going to fight MMA too?
I don't think so.
I thought he was.
I don't think so. Maybe, but not now. You know.
Yeah.
But Bushisha, like if we talk about Dylan Gary, Bushisha's on a different level, bro.
Yeah. He's a
ADCC
completely different
champion,
plane. Yeah.
Multiple times open class champion. So
I was kind of surprised though that like Hodger beat him like the way that he beat him.
I kind of understand, bro. That thing was set up.
You think so?
No, not set up as you're gonna give, but
But it was given with every intention of giving
Yes,
the benefit
all the
to Hodger.
intention, man.
Of course, it's a
that
Gracie.
thing was real
Yeah.
on the bar Gracie, like, you know,
Yeah.
all the Gracies were there. That thing was like, he came to hit the guy's house, bro. He's not gonna get the win.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
He'd probably get like stabbed on the way out.
man, he felt so much pressure, and I saw it. And when I saw the public, wasn't a lot of checkmates guys over there because it was right before the wars.
Yeah.
So all the guys were here in America or, I don't know, traveling, doing seminars, were just Leo Vieira and Bushisha over there, bro.
With like 100, 200 couple of
Gracie
guys.
family, bro.
Yeah.
The whole Gracie Baja, you know, everyone supporting Grace, supporting Roger. So, and Roger had not so much to prove, so he
Yeah.
came to fight with no pressure. And I think the strategy was the key to,
Yeah.
because Roger is a beast on top, bro. Like,
Yeah.
beast. Or close guard. He don't play so much open guards. He's not gonna play open guard with Bushisha.
Yeah,
bro,
for
come
sure.
on. But if Bushisha cannot take Roger down, if Roger take Bushisha's down,
his problems.
So that was the key. The key was, bro, he gonna blast double. He gonna come pressure on the beginner that takedowns. You're not gonna get that. So I think he got prepared very, very well to fight a guys against Buchecha. So he get a couple of wrestling, try to take him down. He's just defending. You know, when he get opportunity, take Buchecha down, and that's it, bro.
Yeah.
That guy on top, so big, bro.
So what do you think
strong.
Buchecha's next move is gonna be?
I don't know. Still very young. He's what, 25, 26?
No,
Something like that. Yeah, bro.
He's like that young.
Very young.
Man, he's got like a whole life ahead of him on like competition wise. He could do whatever he wants.
I remember like back in 2009 or 10, I was already black belt. I was still living in Brazil. We were traveling, so we won the awards at another organization called CBJJR, like Federation Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu like Sports.
Yeah.
CBJJE. It's still big in Brazil.
Yeah.
Not like very organized, but a lot of, like, everyone fights. Leandro Law, a lot of guys still fighting over there.
Yeah.
So we won that, and then we got a travel to go to Pan Am's, was in Bahia. So we got the fly. I won as a black belt this one, 2009, if I'm right. I think it was 2008 or 9. I was already black belt. 21, 22 years old, bro. Buchecha was just a purple belt. But you can see the guy was just 18, like 17, 18 years old. He just won purple belt, like weight and division. So we got the plan. We had a good conversation. I already saw the guy was killing at this time, but he was just 18, bro.
Yeah.
Like 17, 18.
When did he come here? Because he trained up in Jupiter.
I think it was 2012, maybe.
Yeah.
I think when Buchecha, I think came the whole team, Cavaca, Buchecha, a couple guys came. They have that thing on the, how you call that.
It was like right next to Marcelo's gym.
Yeah, it was on Marcelo's gym, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah. I think so.
Armory.
Yeah, Armory. Yeah.
Yeah, right there. So I don't know how long they stay here.
I don't think it was that long. I want to say like a year or two.
Yeah, maybe a year and a half.
Because I remember Marcelo was telling me about
Cavaca
it.
was here. A lot of guys were here.
Yeah.
Had
Is he
good
coming
training.
up here or what?
Who?
Cavaca.
I'm going to Brazil after the submission on the ground. I'm already going to Brazil for like 4 days. We have the Zenith
Yeah.
summer camp down. It's a neighborhood to Santos. I know it's an hour drive.
Oh man. So does that mean you're gonna be like snapping pictures of you with that giant acai bowl?
I say for sure,
Man, I hate you so much right now.
bro.
I still dream about that bowl of
I've
acai
been
we had over
everywhere in
there.
Brazil.
It's still
Not
the best.
all the place, but like everywhere, like all the south, like north, northwest, a lot of places in Brazil. And bro, I'm from Rio, but Santos, that was the best acai I ever had.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I still have
a lot of guys
dreams of that.
No, they are, yeah, but that place is good.
What was
bro.
it? Mexico or something?
Diboa.
Diboa, yeah, that's what it was.
Diboa, and then they have a lot. They had Diboa Mexico, Diboa, I think Japanese, Diboa.
Man, I'm just gonna keep on tagging them on everything to pray for the day that I go back to Brazil so I could just get a free bowl of acai.
And the thing is, Cavaca's about to come. So I don't know if he's coming or not. I'm gonna find out in Brazil.
But yeah, that's what you were saying, that he was gonna bring it up here.
If he comes, he's gonna bring the acai here, bro.
Man, don't get my
That
hopes
guy's
up. You
gonna
said it
get
to me
rich,
last
bro.
time.
Guy's gonna get rich. If the
Yeah,
acai
but
comes.
if he only does it up there, like up north, and not
No.
down here,
We don't know. Yeah, if he still have possibilities to him to move,
yeah,
because he has kind of 3 different investors.
yeah,
The guys can put money. One guy can put money in California, another guy in Texas, another guy in Florida, but down
Fort Lauderdale,
no, where the Nilo fought. Where is that place?
in Miami, in the UM,
Down close to Jacksonville. No, Daytona.
in Daytona, yeah.
About that Daytona,
Yeah.
that place. Not a lot of big jiu-jitsu guys over there.
I mean, let's be honest. Let's say we invested, you and I put together an acai like just
Anywhere.
store, but like just say like it was like here in Delray Beach,
Yeah.
because there's a couple of places that do acai here, but they suck. There's only like one good spot down here.
Okay.
But let's say like we started an acai place, just acai, nothing else, just acai. How successful do you think it would be?
Great.
You think so?
I think it would be great because we have a couple places here that do acai, but it's not legit acai.
Yeah, like Arrow Juice is the closest.
I think that place on the Cyborgs, the Cyborg sponsor
Yeah.
is the closest one.
Yeah.
I almost sure that's the closest one.
Yeah.
Because in Miami, the thing is, the acai gotta looks like the people that don't know, like never had.
They don't know it. They think
They
it's like
gotta
that
look
frozen.
that yogurt.
Yeah.
You know the yogurt place. You gotta. It's not ice. It's kind of ice cream, but yogurt. No?
It's like the frozen yogurt.
The frozen yogurt. That's
Yeah.
how like
Everybody sees it here.
That had, that's supposed to be the acai, not like
The thick, creamy, like
like
smashed.
that.
Yeah.
That rock that you need to dig into it.
But do you think people would get like freaked out?
I think so.
Because they're now
think so.
people are getting so used to like, oh, it's supposed to look like frozen yogurt. It's not supposed to look like this puree. You want me to pause it?
Yes, please.
All right, hold on one second. Okay, there we go. We're back.
So I'm pretty sure if you bring the acai here, bro.
Oh wait, we had to pause. What happened? Oh, it's the cable. Never mind. Yeah, but if you think that, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think people are getting so used to it being like a certain way that they're not gonna understand it.
They will, bro, for sure. I think because the taste is just different. It's just
No, it's definitely better. It's definitely better, like the actual traditional way. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many times like I'll be eating like acai. I'll stop one of the places here. I'm like, man, it's nothing close to that because it was so good.
it's kind of like I think it will be, for real. What I think it will be like when the Colombians bring the drugs here. People got crazy.
People just went nuts.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be good to do it. But it's so weird because like no one really tries to do it right.
It's gonna be the cartel right here.
Yeah, right? It'd be good.
Acai cartels.
But everybody tries to do it. But it surprises me that there's not that many Brazilian places down here that do it like the traditional, original way.
You know what? I think it's a pain in the ass to bring stuff from Brazil.
Of course, like there's the whole import-export stuff.
And not just that, because that is just a part of it.
Yeah.
But I think it will be so expensive. Like I don't.
No, the
think that
taxes are
makes sense.
huge.
I don't think that makes sense. Like.
Yeah, no, you would have to charge like $30 a bowl or something like that.
And people not gonna have.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
$30.
But there's got to be a way where, like, I mean, you're talking about starting from like the ground up, where you'd have to have farms here that grew it and start from there. And that's like something completely different. But I mean, that would be money, especially because it gets pumped up as the superfood and it's got all these like benefits, which it does. You know what I can't find here either is acerola.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, like remember when like I went with you to Brazil, like I bought a bunch of those packets and I brought it back with me. I like killed them in like 2 weeks because I liked it so much.
You know how they compare the like, for example, if I ask you for a fruit who has a lot of vitamin C, which would be the first one?
Everyone's gonna say orange.
Orange.
Right.
If you compare how much vitamin C you have in an acerola.
In one little one.
One acerola, you know how much,
It's like, yeah, it's like 100 like oranges or something.
You know how much orange you gotta eat to have the same amount of vitamin C? 24. Like
that's a lot of
organic,
orange. Yeah.
good orange. To have the same amount of vitamin C they have in acerola.
It's crazy. And it's so good too.
It's very good.
I think I'll have to jump on Amazon because I know you can buy it on Amazon. Yeah, it's really good too. So, what are you doing to prepare for the Submission Underground then? You're going over to Cyborgs, right?
So I'm pretty good friend with Baby Monster.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going there a couple times. AJ now, AJ shows he's doing school, if I'm not wrong, for fireman.
Yeah, he's
So he's super busy right now. He said he might train like Saturday is the only day that he has free, but like he gotta stay with his wife a little bit, like.
Yeah.
So I'm not bothering the guy so much, but I have my brother here too. My brother's got injured, so I'm pretty much doing more Cyborgs than the students here. Going to hard knocks to get a wrestling.
This guy, stop.
So pretty much like going to Cyborgs and my students and doing wrestling.
Yeah. So when you're making that switch, I mean, do you go back to kind of like your old school like jiu-jitsu training style, or do you have it like modified because of the the experience you have as far as training for UFC fights?
I never change. I always do like a lot of drills. That's the key, I think, to keep the jiu-jitsu on the highest level is do a lot of drills, do a lot of specific, and do a lot of live.
Right.
Like people, a lot of places people just roll, just kind of open mat, just go there.
Yeah,
roll.
just constantly rolling.
So the key, I think, is to do a lot of drills, like a lot of drills, making like your body feel like automatic. When you get on the fight, I don't even think about the move. I'm just on the motion, you know. So
Yeah.
I think you gotta do a lot of drills, a lot of situation, you know, like put you in a specific position, like back, side control, stop
Especially
from
with
there.
like the EBI rules getting
Yeah.
picked up so much more.
Stop from there, escape from there, bro. By offensive first, then defense.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the way I learned to train, the way I still doing, you know.
Yeah.
It's the way I teach my students as well.
Yeah. For sure, that's got to be like one of the most beneficial things when you start doing the situation training. Just because it.
For everywhere, like
Yeah.
the situation we do, like and we can do a lot of ways. Like if you do stand up, like let's say no gi stand up, so we start from stand up. Like everyone guy is a fight, one guy taking down, both guys taking down. Then we can change the situation. Okay, one guy try taking down, other guy just defending. Then the opposite. So both guys turn offensively, turn the defense. Okay, now it turns even more specific on the situation. Okay, now you're on a single leg, start on a single leg. Now start on a double leg, now other leg. Now front right lock. You know, like you can put on a lot of different scenarios as a defense, as offensive. And every situation that I think you can get in the fight, I'm just working like that. Okay, now half guard, this side, the other side, butterfly, full guard. Like, you know, open guard, these. Guys start on the double under and goes from there. Like, we just put in the situation and work on both ways,
Yeah.
offensive and defense.
It definitely helps out, especially considering the fact that you know you're going to get caught into that position. So instead of just live rolling and hoping you get caught in that position and maybe you'll learn to do it there, you're just constantly drilling the situation.
And drilling that too. So if I'm, let's put half guard. If I know I'm going to do a lot of half guard, I just got to drill so many times, like 3-4 different moves from there. Keep my move sharp. And boom, live from there. You know, like that makes your situation so much better, especially if you get on that position. Like I was watching the fight, Anthony Pettis and Dustin Poirier.
Yeah.
That was a nice fight, but if you analyze the fight, like criticizing the position that they lost, man, they lost so many positions.
Yeah.
Triangles, back, takedown, like a lot of things. Like it was a great match, but
There's things that were missed that shouldn't have been missed.
If not saying me, if I put myself, putting myself on the situation, if I get someone's back, that's it, bro.
Yeah.
Done. I'm not gonna, especially the back.
You don't let them like spin around and do all. Yeah.
And even the triangle too, like I have pretty strong legs. If you play that game, he was saying like Dustin Poirier after the fight, I was playing that game like I knew he was gonna get tired from the triangle, bro.
Yeah, that's not a chance you want to take.
Triangle on you.
Yeah.
That's it, bro. Let's see if my leg's gonna get tired first or if you going out first.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the fight, bro.
It's gonna take a lot to get tired in that position for sure. Like I could sit there all day.
I can be that too, bro.
Yeah.
Especially after a hard training camp. I'm gonna be there like for so long.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get tired one day, you know.
So is that gonna be your last match for the year? Or are you gonna try and do anything else before the year's over?
I think submission on the ground is gonna be pretty much my last fight.
Yeah.
Of this year. So unfortunately, just get one MMA fight was on my call, but I had a couple of super fights. I had a lot of outside of competition too. A lot of new students. School is doing good right now. I went to Corner Vicente 2 times. I went to Brazil a couple times. Man, travel. I did so much in 1 year.
Yeah, for sure. Like you definitely put some miles in.
And I put so much work on the boxing, on the wrestling, on the
Are you TSA pre-check yet?
TSA.
Like you know that you could like completely cut the lines when you go. I figure by now they'd put you on like the VIP list for traveling, because you know like the TSA pre-check, like when you go to go to the airport, like you apply for it. It takes like a little while. I think you pay something like $100 a year, But then when you go in there, you just
might.
completely cut the line.
I might.
I mean, you should. Like, I figured by now you'd have so many, like, freaking flyer miles, like,
So much.
you'd be gone.
I might.
The
I'm gonna look for
Vincente fight, do you think if he would have gotten a full training camp, he would have finished the fight sooner?
I think he might, but
I mean, technically, he's been training like he was in a camp the whole year.
He was training, bro. He was training hard for
Yeah.
that fight. Like he was hoping to get a space on that card. Not hope to anyone get hurt, but
That he had something to open up.
Hoping to an opportunity to get on that card, but he was already training. And the strategy was that strategy, bro. That guy is strong. You know, we knew that the guy was undefeated and strong, and he can, he can blast on a takedown for nothing. He has a big right hand too. So we just the strategy was that stay calm and relax, constantly pressure the guy, and you're gonna see the openings. Constantly pressure the guy, in and out, pressure, in and out, but movement, but keep that pressure. But relax on that pressure. Don't need to go to kill the guy.
Yeah,
But
his boxing has improved so much in the last few years.
bro. He put a lot of work on that boxing, bro.
Yeah.
And he was just putting pressure, calm, relax. Put pressure. He had a beautiful takedown defense that I think frustrated the guy so much. And he was so calm, bro. He was so calm. I called that shot a couple times because I always start with that overhand right, and I don't have that kind of level on a stand up to call the shots, but that overhand right I can see, bro. That's one of the things that I see,
Yeah.
I just say overhand right. He
But yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it on the audio if you pay attention to the fight. You can hear it.
overhand right, bro. Go for it, boom. And then he rocked the guy. He saw the guy was bad. He didn't hurry, He just take his time. Was picking the guy apart, finished the fight in a beautiful way, and he ended up that. In my opinion, he knocked the guy out and
He woke back up.
he submit the guy as well. So that was a nice fight, I think. Great performance.
So the one thing, like, from when you and I like did like a bunch of work like a couple years ago into now, like, you were already popular in Brazil. Like, a lot of people already knew who you were, but now it's growing like even bigger. Like, and I saw you were doing all this stuff. Like, you were doing the interviews and you were running the live stuff for UFC Brazil. Like, what did you notice was like a big change, like, for you? These guys are playing video games. What are you guys playing?
Josh, baixa pouquinho, vai pra lá, Josh.
He's so zoned out. That's funny. Oh, we're almost done. But what like, do you notice like a change? Like, even just walking around, like, you're getting more people that are noticing you, or what?
I kind of learned so much, how to deal with that. Like, the things that I think on the beginning, like when I still on the feed, I was putting so much attention on that.
Yeah.
Social media thing, like, but UFC was giving a lot of credit for me too. Like, he was putting a lot of pressure. Like, especially in Brazil, because they need a new guy. They need a new big name. You saw Anderson's going down, Vitor's going down.
Yeah.
Shogun just had a surgery, he's going down. Like, Vanderlei, it's kind of Bellator, but it's down too. They need a bigger guy now, a guy to put a lot of, to put together responsibility. So Brazil was putting a lot of pressure on me. After I get that 2 loss, they went down a little bit, and now they start to pump back up,
Yeah.
That back and forth, but I think the most important thing is stay consistent with that thing, like work on the media and stuff. And before was more, like I said, before I was putting so much attention on that, like so much energy on that. I still doing.
Like,
but
you were
now,
stressing out on it.
Yeah, I was more like taking care so much about that shit. Like, you worry about like this man gotta do this video, gotta do that,
Yeah.
Today I just relax, I still doing, but without this pressure. I do because I like talk with the fans and be like.
But I'm saying, do you notice like more people like noticing you, like know who you are, like when you're
yeah. Especially São Paulo. I used to fight so much jiu-jitsu in São Paulo.
Yeah.
But I just focus more on training, be consistent training, fighting. that media goes up too, and for sure that time was, I think, I get that recognition from a lot of like big time this time now in Brazil, especially that I'm going Brazil. I'm not there so much, you know. I'm still very popular, but I don't live there. So all the time when I get there, people, man, the real, you're here, blah blah blah, you know, like. But was cool. I felt that, but that things don't change so much on me. I just enjoy that. I like to talk with the fans, you know, see where like how they know me from the jiu-jitsu, for MMA, you know, like I like that a little bit.
Which one do you get more of, from jiu-jitsu or from MMA?
It's for MMA because the you know, the way he's on TV.
You just get promoted,
time.
You just get promoted so much
he's
more.
He's on TV, bro. It's global in Brazil. Global in Brazil is kind of like.
But you're in such a unique spot because there's not that many of the Brazilian guys that have the attention that you are, like that you get, and don't have like your kind of like charisma of being able to talk, and you speak English well, you speak Portuguese well, you can translate, you can jump back and forth so easily. There's not that many people that can do that well.
And I think what I get attention for a lot of different ways too. First of all, was for myself. I was a world champion jiu-jitsu, beating Kron Grace at the time, so it was huge in Brazil.
Yeah.
Then I became a Vitor Bell for like main BJJ coach. Then we did the Tough Brazil. I was on the main coach on the Tough Brazil. Then I was coaching Vitor a lot, always on his camp. Then Caesar won the Tough Day, always on Caesar's camp.
Yeah.
And I get to the UFC, you know, so I was already well known before I get to the UFC, you know, so people know me from Vitor, people know me from Caesar, people know me from Jiu-Jitsu, and people know me from my own fights, you know, from my own career as a fighter. So I get a lot of different platforms to people know me. So I think that's one of the big things on my side, because a lot of people know me. But people know me. People that don't follow so much MMA, they follow Vitor.
Yeah.
So they know me. They know who I am because of Vitor. People that don't follow so much MMA or Jiu-Jitsu but follow Caesar, they know me because of Caesar. They know me from the Tough. So I get a lot of, you know, well known because you're platforms.
You're out on so many different angles for so many different reasons. It's pretty cool. There's not that many people that are willing to work that hard, because you work hard. You work super hard. Like there's few people that I can say work as much as you do or as much as I do, because half the time it always ends up being, if I'm there, then you end up being there, or then you're there and I'm over here. Like there's always something going on.
No, especially right now. I had that fight coming. I just did conditioning. I'm gonna teach a little bit. I just teach that morning 6 a.m. class.
You gotta get going soon, huh? Yeah.
I'm gonna train in a little bit. So tomorrow still gotta train again. Still gotta do things. In a little bit I'm gonna be in Portland. Then I gotta be in Brazil. Then I'm gonna come back. Then I might get a fight coming up soon. If they don't schedule my fight to that day, that January 27th, UFC Fight Night, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
If they don't give me that date, I'm already gonna look for different super fight, you know, to be active, to be trained, to be fighting.
Would you ever do like any of the IBJJF tournaments again?
Worlds no gi would be the
only
just one? No gi, you know. Worlds no gi, maybe nationals no gi, maybe most likely no gi. And I just we're still talking. I might fight Dylan then. I didn't tell you on the Polaris. We're still talking January 27, if I'm not wrong. I still got to confirm it because I might have an MMA fight, so they still hold a little bit there. But that was the match that they want to do, and now they're going to do in a lot of different ways, weights like division, you know, like they offered me to fight Dylan at 185.
Hey, you're just walking in there.
Yeah, so easy for me. But
you ready for like the trash talking that he would start doing?
What am I gonna say? He's a MMA fight they never fought. He's a good. I respect Dylan a lot. Like the way he,
like the promotion that he did
big,
with
the promotion, he did a good job on that. But on the other side, he kind of fired Marcelo. I don't think that was good for his career. He was still super young. He had an army over there to train with, and he had a legend coach him showing the way. Now he don't have anymore. Now it's kind of he's doing the things that he thinks is right, and he's still so young.
Yeah.
To get the right direction, you know, and like he's following like Connor and doing that.
The crazy trash talking.
I don't think they're gonna end good for him. So
he's kind of like it's almost like he's too young to do that trash talking and burn the bridges.
If he's still under Marcelo, yeah, maybe Marcelo giving him a break, show him the way, giving him the directions. But without Marcelo guiding him, yeah, now I think he's kind of lost a little bit. You gotta do that trash talk until people buy that. If don't win the tournaments, people not gonna buy that no more. He still gotta be fighting, but he just lost for Jake Shields. He lost for Gary. He lost the ADCC. He's coming from a lot of loss, so
he's got a big mountain to climb to get back up top.
And that result's not showing up. You know, he lost in awards. He just.
Yeah, see, that's what I remember. I think he hurt his knee. That's what I remember. I'm pretty sure he hurt his knee.
Awards with the gear, he lost.
Yeah. So what do you think about like the fight with Jake Shields? Because I mean, he's been on a tear, and he's been taking down like a lot of like the big guys.
Man, Jake Shields tough, bro.
Yeah.
And he used to train the guys at Caesar Grace. And now he's all the way in New York with the Sharks there. You know, with the John Danaher, all the guys. He's living in New York literally now. He just moved. He got an apartment. He just doing that full time. You know, jiu-jitsu with a lot of good training partners all day long. For sure, he's going to get a better level. So, and he did good on the ADC. He lost for who on the ADC?
I can't remember.
Me too.
I mean, he's like, I just remember he's been on a tear, and he's been taking down all the guys that have been trash talking him, like, and he's taking them down pretty good. So it's like, but he wasn't. Who was it that was at the beginning of like the Black Zillions that was here? It was like Rashad, Vitor.
Vitor was in the very, very beginning.
Not at the very, very beginning, like towards like the first couple of years.
The beginning was George,
Jay-Z,
Yuri, Danilo, Jay-Z.
But there was like was it
Rashad?
But there was like
Tyrone.
one white guy in the whole thing. For some reason, I always think it's Jake Shields.
I think Jake came here for a while.
Yeah,
he stayed here a lot.
Right? He was here for when it was at level 5.
Like, I think he was here a lot because he's still friends with George, with Henry.
That'd be cool. It'd be a cool, just kind of like full circle, especially for all that. All right, well, we should probably wrap it up. We've been doing this for a while, and you got to get ready to go train. So, thank you again for doing this. We got to do this
Always,
another
bro.
time. We'll try and head out to another gym. Maybe we'll do this at Temple or at Hard Knocks or something like that. It'd be cool if we could do it at Cyborgs. And then have you and Cyborg sit down.
Man, this place is nice, bro.
I haven't seen the new place. All I hear is like crazy. I saw the photos.
You're from the Miami area, that's a place to train. Very nice place. If you're more in the Boca area, come train with me at Combat Club. But if you're in the Miami area, bro, that's a place to train. A lot of high-level guys. The facility, bro.
It looks so nice.
Beautiful, bro. He has a lounge like upstairs. He has a daycare. Full mat, so big mats. They have bags. They have a lot of things. Like Danilo was there teaching. Cyborg was traveling doing seminars.
Yeah.
But bro, great facility, bro. Very nice.
Well, I'll have to check it out. I'll have to shoot him a message and see if he'd be down to do it. People want to follow you. Where can they check you out? Was it Gilbert_Burns?
Gilbert_Burns on Instagram and Twitter Gilbert Durinho. Facebook Gilbert Durinho Burns.
And then the website. Don't forget the website.
GilbertBurns.com, bro.
All right, I was about to say we put enough work into it. Be sure, guys, to follow Gilbert. Thank you very much, and thank you, Bruna. What's Bruna's? I always forget Bruna's.
Bruna Burns.
It's just Bruna Burns,
I
right?
think it's Bruna Burns or Bruna Burns PJJ.
Everybody follow Bruna on Instagram, and then beg her to put some recipes or something. Post them on Instagram. She's an awesome cook. Thank you guys very much for tuning in, and thank you to the boys for keeping relatively quiet through the whole thing. These two are hilarious. Guys, follow Gilbert, and I'll catch you on the next episode.
What's up?